Hi guys, I'm ExactChaos and welcome back to another episode of Ixion. It's been a while since I played. We're in this new system. I can't remember what it's called. Must be PSR. PSR B1257 plus 12A. That must be the system. There is weather here, which I am worried about will actually move through. We're located at this planet here. Our science ship is quickly going to collect the science, but I think what I'll do as a starting point, it's been a few days since I played, so I might just have to have a quick look around to see what's going on. But I think first things first is we do need to pretty close by, or try and get stuff collected pretty close by, really. Oh, there's points of interest again. Of course, there'll be new planets and stuff that we need to pick up on. But before we do that, I would very much like to find a few things that I can actually start mining. So there's some carbon out there. How far would we have to go to find iron? Oh, there's a big chunk of iron over there. I think what I'll do is I'll send the iron out first. I think we're comfortable for the time being, but we will need to keep an eye on that. We do need that, and we do need carbon as well, I think. But we're still okay for the time being. So yeah, over there. Is there anywhere we can actually get multiple things? Okay, we can pick up that one as well. I think I'm just going to go with getting the iron hooked up. So shoot out the probe for us, and then I'm still paused at the moment. Let's quickly pop in here again. We have lots of people injured here. Why is that? Why do we have this many people injured? The active health buildings in Sector 1 cannot hospitalize all injured crew members. 35 crew members are injured in Sector 1. Injured crew members will die after a few cycles if they are not hospitalized. So we don't have anything, but we could potentially just build another one. Right, this only takes 20, so we'll definitely potentially we'll need another one if we wanted to deal with that. So population, oh, we don't have the other one sorted out. So what does this actually cost? Sorry, I'm a little bit all over the show. But that's just 40 alloys, and we do have the power to work that. So shall we just slot it in anywhere, really? Yeah, it's nothing's going to look super cool anyway here. I'm just going to put it in there. We're probably just going to move it as we need to. Okay, so, and we also have a bit of an issue with housing. There's more people here than we have housing, so we do need to move people along. Sector 4 has got similar issues with housing, and then Sector 5 is unhappy. We'll have a look at that now. Sector 2... we've got practically everything going on. We've got these ships kind of parked around here. We've got silicone. We've got plenty of this, to be honest. So we are cracking along with our alloys, carbon and polymers. Oh, we could probably just try and consolidate these things a little bit. But anyway, that's okay. That's going to be fine, and silicone is being used to produce more electronics, so all of this is looking pretty good. We've got hydrogen ready to go if we wanted to power this up, but we've kind of noticed that it doesn't really do much. Food is awesome. Food is absolutely awesome. We're making way more food. Enough food is stored for 5 meals, and with the extra research, actually, that's a good idea. Pop in. I remember. Oh, we are actually researching what? The mess hall upgrade. Yeah. Space shift. So that'll make our food last even longer. So that's all good. That is happening at the moment. Yeah, so plenty of food, and we probably will have a storage issue with food more so than anything else. We will need to pick up ice pretty quickly, I think. At the moment, we're still holding, but we will need to pick up ice. There's a lot to happen here. Oh, this is the extra fusion station for more water production if we should need to do that. And then this is Sector 4, where we are out of housing. So what we may do is we may just go and resume the construction of one of these guys. Oh, and I'll pause it again for a second. And over here, people are unhappy for what is exactly the reason here. So we've got a propaganda policy in place. Our hull integrity is strong. We've got a dog, so that's helping us out. People mostly living in cell housing. Yeah, that's the only thing we have. So if we... actually, we can go and collect that so that we can clear this out. Okay, we'll come back and sort this out. We need to kind of redo all of our roads and things so that we can get to a point where we're going to have a nice housing layout here. This is probably going to be a bit of a housing district, to be honest. Okay, so that is kind of everything here. We do need to get a few more probes up and running. But for the time being, let's just find somewhere we can mine. We will be doing the science-y stuff here as soon as we've collected all of this science. We'll then pop in there and see what that holds for us. Obviously, we would like to go over to the Piranesi at some point, but I'm not sure if it's a fight or what it is that we're going to have to do. We can come over to this sun over here. I am just worried that this is actually moving around, so we do need to just be careful of that. So let's move it just a little bit quicker so we can pick that up. And we'll slow it down and we'll pop in here and see what's going on. Okay. A summary of intelligence on PSR B1257 plus 12H. Several planetary readings from 12H fall outside the parameters of theoretical models. Transmission from the professor's team. We have landed on 12H, a planet with intense geological activity. Fissures expel gas into the atmosphere and canyons run deep across the planet's surface. We have located a stable area where we should be able to study 12H's phenomena. Okay, so perform an intrusive analysis, which is something that we're never going to do. Detonating strategically placed explosive, blah, 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 blah. We're not going to do that. It's not subtle. What we'll just do is we'll spend the most stuff here and establish infrastructure to support advanced analysis. I think that's going to be the best thing we can do. So we'll go ahead and do that. We'll grab... it needs alloys, and so we'll need someone from number 2. So we'll get... why would this one... standing by... why would that one take longer than this one? Anyway, that's fine. We'll just get number 5 to come and bring stuff over. Yeah, let's just grab number 5. Number 5. Yeah, so we've got everything we need over there. So let's just set number 5 up for the run. And we will pop out of there. So that should start happening straight away. Number 5 should quite comfortably be able to load and move things through. If I have a quick look at what's happening with number 5, it is waiting to dock. Okay. Okay, maybe no. Maybe it's if we go into the sorry. If we go in, we will see that it's busy loading up at in sector 2, right? Yeah, here comes the stuff. So it's going to start. Yeah, there we go. Start loading up. Okay, that's all good. We can probably switch off the hull integrity for a little bit. Let's pop that off just a little bit and for a small little while. We are busy building another piece of housing over here. Then we'll move people through. We've got tons of food. So why, hang on, why is this saying, why is this red? Is it because we've maxed out our storage? Seems to be the case. Oh, and so potentially we've maxed out our food storage. That is the case. So let's have a quick look. Can we move food a little bit more aggressively to other places? So it's maxed out over there. Let's go ahead and move a little bit more food over that way. We'll move a little bit more food over this way. That's okay. We probably can build additional food supply, so we'll see about moving those through. That's okay. Excellent. So we'll move a little bit more through. We might have to build some additional storage for it. We've got extra housing capacity over here.
Completed its scan.
Let's pause it for a second. and see, so that we've got, excellent. So there's 1,000 iron there. What's happening with our fleet? So we've got a number of them actually heading out to start sorting stuff out there. So, but let's just leave it be. They can comfortably head over that way. Do we have another probe? We have another probe. So let's see about launching a probe for. Actually, this is not a bad. If we can get ice and carbon, that's not a bad one. There we go. Ice and carbon will be a good one for us to get. So let's send that one out, and then I think the next one we'll go ahead and send it on to. We'll send out the next one to go and grab us some more stuff. 15 crew members died during the last cycle from injuries. That's not ideal. Did we manage to get this built? We did, but it's not doing anything. Well, that's unfortunate, isn't it? It really is unfortunate. Okay, so we are busy moving things through for our facilities there. Research is going along nicely, and we have stopped opening up the cryopods for the time being. Yeah, we stopped that so that we can kind of stabilize things a little bit. So I'll just get the extra house section done over here, and then we can start planning this out. So let's quickly clean it up a bit. So we can figure things out a little for ourselves here. These little people walking around on these little streets.
A probe has completed.
Okay, let's pause that quickly and pop out and see what we've got. Okay, so now we have, yes, reasonable amounts of ice there and reasonable amounts of carbon. That's okay. So let's quickly have a look at fleet for the time being. We do need who's going. Well, it doesn't really matter. They're all at exactly the same spot. So let's just make sure that we've got one dedicated to. Well, actually, it'll be this one. Let's do something like that. Okay, that's good. That's good. That's good. That's good. And then we just need to make sure that the same guy, so Pelican, can go and pick up ice once we've got it. Iron will be delivered, yeah, by these three ships, I think. That's fine. Carbon, yeah, okay, that's all good. That's all good. I think I'll just leave it be, so these guys can continue doing their thing.
Has occurred in the tycoon.
Wow, hull integrity is dropping big time. Where was this accident? In Sector 4 at the EVA airlock. 24 crew members. And we do have this. We have hospitalized people, but probably we need more hospitals. We need to get the research done on that other big hospital facility that you can use across the entire ship. Okay, so there we go. So now, if I can, yes, let's turn this around a little bit. So we've got a pretty nice setup over there. Actually, oh yeah, that is cell housing. So people are living in cell housing over here. We've got a little bit of storage area. There is, the spaceship chef has been unlocked. So what does that mean? 157 units of food are consumed per meal. Okay, we'll come back to that in a minute. Let's quickly figure out what we're going to do in terms of our pathways and things. So we would like to certainly do a few demotic corridor. So I think if we place it there, and I'm going to place it and then we'll pause it. So because what I want to do is I want to place a number of these things so that we can kind of figure out what's the most appropriate place to send a little path through. The path on that side can be good. So let's just see if I just want to do, let's pause at the moment. I just want to do this so that I can have a look how far we can go here. We could actually go all the way there. Oh, we can even slot in. Ooh, hang on. That's not actually up on the wall there. So it means that we can still connect that road there, right? So we'll build that. Do we come around this way? Well, I don't necessarily think. Wow, it is a little. I think this was just a bit of a fill it in this area kind of thing. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm actually going to say, unfortunately. So let's cancel one of them. Yeah, there. And what we'll do is we will find ourselves a little pathway through there. Let's remove one of them too. And then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to grab the food situation here. So if we want a mess hall, I'm going to move the mess hall. That's good. That means I will also, let's remove this guy. And then I'm going to go ahead and move the hospital component. So let's get that. That works actually quite nicely in there. And then I'll go and clear these off. I'm going to put them back. So if we do demotic quarters and we do 1, 2, 3, like so, that means we've got roads all the way around, basically. Now, the problem with what we're doing here, and I think, hang on, what we'll do is we'll trim that back, is that we're not actively using this area appropriately. So let's just, and I should definitely not get everything started. So let's just stop it out there. That gives us a little bit more space, and we can probably move these things, all of this. Yeah, all of this can be moved. Okay, so that's paused. That's paused. This needs to be paused. I think I'll go ahead and construct these so that we can demolish all of that. And I will... no. I will pause this one for the time being as well. Okay, so that's the starting point of our layout over here. Optimal. We still need to move a few more people through from the one area to the other area. Okay, now we can have a quick look at our integrity is half, 50%. So let's put that back on again and repair our hull, and then let's go into technology and quickly have a look. So the mess hall space chef, we done one food can feed 100% of the crew. Now, what can we do next? Structural reconfiguration. Stockpiles can hold more. That is an interesting one. Stockpile sends an extra transporter, and stockpile medium, so we can get medium, which is larger stockpiles. It's an interesting one. Probably is worth us trying to start looking at that. We look at solar panels. Solar panel production can be increased by 10%, and self-cleaning destruction chance during dangerous weather conditions reduced by 50%. That's probably something that's worth our while also. We are pop here in here. Food production speed is increased by 40. And I do always wonder whether that's applicable to everything or not. But anyway, we'll leave it there. We've got all of this sorted out. Improved filters. Mining ships extract 30% more resources from a deposit. That might be quite useful to us. Mining ships are faster. I think that one is a good one to make a start on. But we won't obviously finish it off. There's not really anything we can. Infirmaries have 10 more beds. Ooh, that can be... We're at 20 at the moment. If that goes up to 30, that's not a bad one at all. And then over here, we've got the health center, which is better. We could also have a quick look if there's anything... so personal computers research speed will then increase. And that we've got enough for. That might be what we'll do, because that will allow us to well, we'll have to go through all of these before we can get that one. And I'm not too sure that's really in our favor. You know, researching a little bit quicker, the personal computer. Well, all of these things actually does give us a little bit different stuff. We have the ability to then unlock stuff in other areas. So, I'm a little... Anyway, I think what we can do is anything that has that 27 is probably a good one to start with. So let's just grab personal computer, get it to go a little bit quicker because we do actually have enough for that. Hang on, no, because we'll have an extra 5 here, so we can go up to 32. So let's actually have a look at something that's going to cost us 32 instead. Probably that. So let's move over to that. We can store much more stuff because storage is starting to become a little bit of a problem for us. Okay, that's cool. We're out of there. We're doing hull integrity is working its way through a little bit better. We are producing at a reasonable rate, and we still have a reasonable amount of power left to go, and we are building the extra place here. Now let's pop back out. Do we have a probe ready? We've got a probe ready. So these guys are doing their thing. Let's quickly have a look at fleet. So who is actually... Oh, actually, so there's plenty of guys that's going to go and pick up iron when iron is available. So that's fine. Let's move the next probe out to this area here, so that we can start seeing if we'll have safe havens if this weather moves a little bit closer, because it seems like it will be moving closer. Okay, so we are... Oops, no, forget about that. That's not what I wanted to do. Leave the scan view. Just wanted to check the fleet ever so quickly. Oh, okay, so we barely have anything to be collecting, so that's okay. That is fine. We'll just leave it be. We should have more research done fairly soon. Let's speed things up just a little bit. I want to see what the probe shows us here. Because obviously we would want to move the professor along. We could build another science ship. It might not be a bad idea to do so. So let's pop in, get an extra science ship going so that we can move through science a little quicker. So if we go to Sector 1, we should have room for a science ship here. There are polymers available. So what I'll do is I'm just going to go ahead and build another science ship here, please. Thank you. Should have enough people to put on there. Housing. A probe has completed its scan and discovered a new point of interest. We'll have a look at that now. So this housing here has been built. So we have ready housing available on this side. I may want to just go to Sector 1. So Sector 1. 140. So we really shouldn't be moving any more workers from here. We don't have the workers to be going crazy. So if we're moving anybody, we're probably moving just on a kind of normal non-workers. So let's move some non-workers over from Sector 1 to Sector 4. Sector 1 to Sector 4. We're going to go with only non-workers. And we're going to move like 40 of them. Let's start that migration, please. Thank you. Probe has completed its scan, so there's another planet for us to go and have a look at. And obviously, we want to send a science ship out that way. It is also potentially in our favor to then move the Tycoon there once we get to a point of being able to do so. Hopefully, we'll have our next science ship ready to go fairly soon. Let's come back all the way to our new sector. So that has been built. What I'm going to do here is I'm now going to dismantle this one. And I will dismantle that one. And then I'll build a couple more storage bays here. If we go to maintenance, we can kind of just pop this one in there and that one in there. And we'll do so. Then once we've got a little bit more room for things, we will clear this out and see about getting an EVA airlock in there, because that's going to be a bit more important, I think. It does give us some improvements. We can also start looking at getting the extra train connection going. Should be okay. Let's build that also. Okay, in Sector 5. The only one that's a little bit unhappy is Sector 5, but we should be able to sort that out fairly soon. This will have to be electronics.
Population transfer complete.
This one we will close out, so let's move things away, and then we'll dismantle the building. Workshop has been disabled in Sector 2 due to an accident. 3 crew members were injured. Got optimal working conditions, so I don't quite know why, but
A science ship
that's
team
okay.
has completed a task.
Okay, let's pop out there and see what the science ship has done. Okay, we have completed our theoretical model of 12H. During our studies, I can't say that, Ixion Endo showed signs of mental distress. Concerned that the gas expulsions were the cause, we carried out standard suit integrity tests. No breaches were found within their suit. Later, while we were submitting our results, Ixion Endo was seen leaving the research site. Wow, interdata listening protocol. Now, Ixion Endo has left the research site. The rest of the team will be dispatched to find, retrieve, and treat them accordingly. That's an interesting one. Do we go out and do that, or do we go and leave the planet now? Oh man. Yeah, let's go and locate him.
An accident.
Another accident. So many accidents. Train 150 colonists. Oh, okay, and locate a viable planet. Okay, I can get started on that also. So if we switch this guy on, we should be fine. Here we go. And what we'll do is we'll start training a round of colonists. We need to train a few rounds of colonists, actually. Okay, we would have continued to build this accident over there. We don't know what we're going to put in there yet. And what I'll do, I can actually trim this road connection back just a tad, just to have a look. Now, what we will need to do from a space perspective, we're definitely going to need, at the very least, the EVA airlock. Oh, crap. Can't get the EVA airlock to go in there. Is there anything else that we can get in there? So if we're going space, so that's docking bay, can't go in there either. That's interesting. So we may have to push it back even more. Okay, so let's clear that one out. We're gonna move this over there and close this one out. Sorry about that. We'll get rid of that one, and we will stop using this one. So just clean out that one to the other side so we can push all of this back a little bit. And then once you're done, you can go ahead and dismantle that for us too. Okay, so that should give us a little bit more room for that EVA airlock. Our research has been done, I believe. So I can't remember which one it is that we've done. If I go and have a look over here.
A science ship team has completed a task.
Okay, we'll have a look at that now. The crew of the mining ship Vesuvia have become more experienced. Yeah, that's fine. Stockpile. Crew of the cargo ship Pelican have become more experienced. Workshop non-workers have been transferred. Structural reconfiguration. Oh, okay, that means these things go and carry a lot more now. What is it that they can do now? 120 units. Okay, it's not that much more, but it's at least a little bit more. So every little bit helps to store more stuff in different areas. Okay, so let's quickly pop out and see where we're at. We've got the Montessori ready to go. So I'm kind of keen to move the Montessori over this way and collect the science, and then potentially head over to the Piranesi, and we'll get this guy to collect the other one. Summary of the intelligence. The reports from Professor Team have become inconsistent, indicating psychological instability. According to their most recent transmission, the team is following the tracks of Ixion Endo towards the house. Naomi Protocol. The team will enter the house to find Ixion Endo. I think we're going to do that. We're definitely going to do that and have a look. Question though, if I pop out here, can we collect the science first? Yeah, let's collect the science first so that we can continue our research journey. And then we'll look from there. So if I'm also going to quickly send out another probe somewhere nearby here. So what are we missing? We're missing silicone. If we can, there's lots of ice there. There's ice here. I'm looking for, actually, we can, silicone is one that we do need to grab. So let's find silicone. Oh, there's silicone right over here. Pop that one out, get a bit of silicone going. And guys, that's where I'm going to leave the episode. So another episode of establishing our stuff. And I'm not too sure about this weather system, but we will keep an eye on it. We've got the Montessori now ready to go and get some more science. So science collection will be pretty rapid now. Over 3,000 people. And we should have a fair bit of colonists, 90, and we do need to train up at another 60. So another 4 more rounds of colonist pickup. Guys, thank you so much for watching. I will see you in the next episode. And if you've liked it, please hit that like button. Bye-bye.